Hi, my name is Paul, the leader of Paul Nation. Welcome to the first episode of Unveiled. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you how to create an epic content marketing strategy. So basically, we know that content is king. Content is important for marketing. But over the years, I've discovered that so many entrepreneurs and business owners, they do not know how to create an epic content or a content marketing strategy that will boost their businesses. Of course, the online world, the Google, the Facebook, the Instagram, they all have algorithms that crawl across all content. And this entire process is what determines how your business or how your whatsoever stuff you're putting out there is being seen by your potential customers. So today I'm going to be showing you how you're going to create an epic content marketing strategy for your business. The first step is this: you need to plan your content intentionally. What do I mean by planning your content? If you do not have a plan, you will get all messed up in the entire process. You have to have a detailed, structured plan of how you're going to create this content and how you're going to transform this content into a marketing asset for your business. And I have 4 different tips to guide you in the planning process. Now, the first tip is this: you need to set goals. What are the goals you need to achieve in your content marketing strategy? Every business has a separate set of objectives and a separate set of goals. So you must be able to understand the exact objective and the exact goals which you want your brand or your businesses to achieve. The second thing again is for you to hash out some detailed steps on how you're going to achieve that goal. And the type of content you are going to be creating, it's all determined or is all related or correlated to the type of objectives and goals that your business has. The third step is for you to brainstorm on the challenges, the pain points, and the needs of your target audience or your target customers. You need to understand what they really want. You need to understand what are their challenges, their present challenges, and how your content will be able to meet those challenges and solve their problems for them. And in doing that, you need a separate document. This brings me to tip 4. In tip 4, you need a separate document where you need to document every of these challenges, the pain points, the pain points of your customers or of your audience itself. If you have this document, you have the set goals, you have the objective, already you are set for a definite plan. And so the tip here is for you to try to create a mental picture, a big picture of the daily life of your clients. You need to understand what does the life of my client looks like? What do their life really look like before getting my product and before trying to get my services? So when you create that kind of a picture, that mental picture, you'll be able to understand what they want, and you'll be able to plan your content in trying to solve the problems that they want. Already, nobody's going to give you money just because you're selling. They're going to give you money because you're trying to solve their problem. You're trying to give solutions to their challenges. So plan your content intentionally. Be intentional about your content. Set your goals. Brainstorm on the challenges and the pains and the pans of your customers, and then put everything down on paper and have the mental picture of what their daily life looks like, and that you'll be able to get started with content marketing. Step 2, your content should be consistent. Consistency is key in content marketing. If you're going to create an epic content marketing strategy, you need to be consistent. You need to be consistent in the plan. You need to be consistent in the type of content which you're creating. And you also need to have time. So you need to have a specific set of time at which you're going to be releasing your content, you're going to be publishing your content. You need to be, so consistent in everything. Your brand colors, your brand guidelines, your communication, everything has to be consistent. If you are not consistent, the algorithms on the platform of Instagram, the algorithms on the platform of Pinterest, LinkedIn, and Facebook, they won't understand you, because these algorithms are like humans. So they have been designed to really understand our behavior. Whatsoever it is you're doing, just stay consistent. Do not waver. Do not try to compare yourself with other brands. Stay on your lane and be consistent. So the tip on staying consistent is this: try to give yourself a 1-month gap. Now, what do I mean by a 1-month gap or a 1-month margin? I mean, you try to create a content for 30 days. So you come up with a plan that creates a content for the period of 30 days. With that, you are able to measure yourself, you're able to, see how far you're going, and it helps you to even stay consistent. So if you can be consistent for 30 days, and then you can begin to plan at the long term. So in the beginning, the tip is this: try to create a plan for 30 days. A consistent plan for the first 30 days of the month in your calendar will do you a lot of good. Now, the third point is this: marketing takes time. You need to see the bigger picture of marketing. The results don't begin to come just from the very day you begin. So the first thing for you to know is that you have to see the bigger picture of marketing. Every effort which you're putting into it, every effort in which you put into content creation, it's going to take time for you to begin to see tangible results. And that brings me to the second step, which I said you have to be consistent. Because when you're consistent and over time doing the same thing consistently and staying in the same lane, you're going to begin to see results gradually. And then the third thing again about marketing is for you to understand that you need to measure. You need to measure your performance. You need to see how far you're going. So always look at the bigger picture, that I started today and then I'm going to be measuring in the next 3 months. So give yourself time so you can begin to see the results. You can have metrics, you can have KPIs for you to really see how far you have gone over the period of time. Over the years, I find people saying, I did this and I want to see the result at the end of 30 days. It doesn't work that way. In marketing, you give it time, you see the bigger picture. As long as 3 months, even 6 months, you can begin to try to measure your performance over time. As long as you are consistent. If you are consistent, then that's a plus for you. The last tip is for you to repurpose your content. What do I mean by repurpose your content? Now you can begin to get feedbacks from your marketing activities, from your content marketing strategy. You can begin to get feedbacks from your customers. So these feedbacks, you can turn them into content. You can turn their enquiries, you can turn their frequently asked questions, you can turn whatsoever messages customers send to you. You can now begin to convert them into a bit-sized marketing content. And this will help you at the long run, because then you are beginning to broaden your scope. You are beginning to meet the exact demands that the customers want. So the first thing for you to know is, 1, plan your content. Planning is critical in content marketing. If you want to create an epic content marketing strategy, you need a serious plan for that. The second thing for you to know is that you need to be consistent. You need to be defined. You need to stay consistent in whatsoever you're doing. You don't need to begin to change. You need to make up your mind, this is what you want and this is how you want this. And then the third thing for you to know is there is a bigger picture to marketing. Marketing is not all magical. You don't begin to see results from day one. You have to give it time for you to begin to see the results of your activities. And then the final thing for you to do is for you to repurpose your content. You must begin to turn the results which you're getting, the feedback which you're getting, you must begin to turn them back into content. That way, you'll be able to create an epic content marketing strategy.